This is NEM 2015, and I have the honor of talking to Merrick Kingston, Principal Analyst, Connected Home, IHS. Welcome to Dubrovnik, welcome to NEM.
Thank you.
The first question I'm going to ask, we have to see your socks. I love them.
I was afraid you would never ask. My socks.
Tell me a story behind those socks.
Well, let's see. I'm not sure if one can talk about a sock startup, but if you buy the idea of a sock startup, okay. It's a small Danish sock maker that's based in Copenhagen.
Oh.
They make awesome socks with lots of fun patterns. Mm-hmm. My wife gave me a pair, and then I went online and bought a bunch more.
Oh, nice.
They were pretty fun.
Do you own only those types of socks, or do you have like?
I have a lot of spotted socks in various colors.
They look amazing.
Thanks.
I was there on a panel. The panel was named Under Pressure. So my obvious first question is, how big is the pressure?
We didn't go into too much detail. In fact, I would say on that, and to some extent, I maybe disagree with the panelists a little bit. I mean, the presumption is that, with the proliferation of connected devices, with, a massive change in the way that we access media and, the extent to which we rely on those devices to access over-the-top media, that everything is going to hell in a handbasket, and that networks are being stretched to cope. Mm-hmm. And that certainly is the case when we look at massive global events, when we look at peak streaming. Mm-hmm. But I think my view is there are other structural factors at work in the market that suggest that things may not be quite as bad as people suggest they will be. Mm-hmm. So yes, there's an explosion of traffic, but if you look specifically at online media, which is really our focus here, we have an aging population. We have a lot of markets where the birth rate is basically at or below, in fact, the replacement rate.
Like in Croatia?
Yep. Denmark, same place. The penetration of media-enabled devices is effectively reaching a saturation point. Mm-hmm. So yes, maybe we start to consume more on those devices, but with certain structural population dynamics at work, and the fact that the number of hours in the day that are actually allocated to media consumption are pretty fixed, that to me suggests that there are other things pulling in another direction. So yes, it will grow. Is it an exponential or a geometric process? I think the jury, quite frankly, is still out on that.
Somebody said inside, and I was really shocked, that only 1% of all devices that could possibly be connected are only 1% of our devices are actually connected and are online. Do you think that in 5 years or 10 years, my refrigerator, my microwave, my garden is going to be?
Well, so that's again, so now we're, I think, inching away from what is effectively a media-centric issue to something that is really about sort of machine-to-machine, Internet of Things. This idea of the smarter connected home. Those are very different things. They all rely on the same fundamental mechanism or infrastructure, which is the Internet or the home network. But again, two different opportunities and two different markets really that yes are pulling data but in different ways. So will your fridge be connected? Yeah, probably.
Is that a good thing? And will it work correctly?
Depends who you ask.
Does it depend on where I live? Is it going to be the same in the US or the Netherlands or in Croatia?
Yeah, I would argue that's an inevitable process. It's simply a matter of time. Markets advance at different speeds. That's a very natural feature of any territory, I would say. But I think the horizon is the same for, frankly, any market. Now, you have a lot of companies that are, their businesses are predicated on the idea that your fridge will be smart and connected, or that your car will be, or that your electricity management system, whatever it may be, is all connected. And certainly there's a case for that. Whether it's a great experience, Too early to say, because I think the current implementations we see they represent the early days of this market, really.
What do you think in terms of you being connected 24/7? You and your home, your family, everything that you have, everything that you do, everything that you own.
Well, I mean, I think, I guess I don't see an issue with it, because ultimately, consumers are responsible for the extent to which they allow things to be connected. So I think we are the ultimate arbiters of the extent to which we lead connected lives. So I guess I don't see an issue there. It's of people's own volition. If they want to have a connected fridge and car and what have you, then they'll purchase those products. And if they don't want them to be connected, then they'll pull the Ethernet stick, or never connect that fridge to their wireless LAN network.
Or go live in a cave.
It's entirely up to them. Or go to them. They're welcome to.
And buy.
We're in Croatia. There's a lot of beautiful caves along the water.
You can all move in.
They're free to go there.
You can all move in. Thank you very much. Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Likewise.